Hello, everyone. Happy manifestation magic. This is Kimberly, of course, and I am standing here before my working altar. It's a very busy place. I'll give you a quick little tour because then we're going to talk about dressing our Oshun candles ahead of the new moon. So this is my working altar, meaning this is the place where I do most of my spell work, my altar work. The deities on it and the spirit guides and everything represent all those who help me in my work or that I request the assistance of. And so as you can see, there's a lot going on. So this is where I've set up our Oshun preparation. Now, I I'm also hungry goddess, a cook. And one of the things that I do when I do recipe creation for food is I write out my ideas and my recipes, and then I create what I call the mise en place, which are what chefs do when they're prepping their dishes. So this is kind of a magical mise en place for two candle workings for Oshun. One of them is going to be for the money and wealth, beauteous, and the other one is going to be for success, manifestation, attraction, sweetness, all the good stuff, okay? And that's going to be this side. So what I encourage you to do is you write out your plan. You name your intention at the top. You do your due diligence on what herbs, what crystals, what oils, what symbols go with your intention, right? And then you write out your recipe, and then you gather your items and create this really cool little mise en place. So let me take you on a tour through the mise en place. Okay. So let's start on this side with our money candles and money workings. And by the way, just so you know, these are three representations of the goddess Oshun. Here on the left, we have Kuan Yin, the gold Kuan Yin, golden. And Kuan Yin is used as a representation of Oshun in Cuba because of the Chinese influence. And this particular Kuan Yin I got right after my first initiation for Oshun, and look at her, all gold. And she was $15 at a thrift shop. And Oshun's numbers are 5. So it was kind of cool. This is Caridad del Cobre. This is her Santo form, her saint form, right? And this is, of course, her African form. So those are our three Oshuns. We've got a candle lit because I have already invoked her and asked her to come through with her assistance. Okay, so a tour for the money stuff. Of course, we've got a green candle. Green is the color of money. Now, you could use a white candle, a gold candle, a silver candle, but this is such a nice, beautiful green, right? And you'll notice that I use bowls for my candle workings and a lot of altar workings. It's like a little contained universe, if you will, right? So I buy special bowls that I only use for my candle workings and altar workings, okay? And I picked only a couple herbs because I want it to be focused and precise. So alfalfa leaf, one of the magical components of alfalfa is to prevent poverty. Cinquefoil is a wonderful magical success and money herb, so we're going to use that. It's also called five-finger grass. And I also chose some rose geranium that is really beautiful that I got from the Canary Islands from a bruja there. And the rose geranium is to provide our pop. Okay. Rose geranium is joy and magic and happiness. And you know what? We want our money to be happy, don't we? Okay. So, and let me talk to you about the crystals that are going to go around this. So first of all, let me get right in here. Can't really see how glittery these are, but these are green gold stones, and I love them because of the copper flecks in there for any kind of prosperity workings. As well, I'm going to add some of the Inca jade, and look how beautiful these are, again, with those gorgeous, gorgeous little flecks of gold and copper and everything in there. As well, we can add a little bit of pyrite dust, right? Gold pyrite dust, it brings it in for success and manifestation. That's great to dress candles with. We're going to actually use that on both candles. Now, the oil that I'm using today, spray, shall we say? So I have a couple. I have one from my friend Kim Murphy. So I use the vendors that I use are very special. All of them have been practicing for more than 20 years. They are Magick. So I use Kim Murphy from Murphy's Essentials. Of course, Brandy Offset from Red Holistic. And that one, even though you don't have the name on the label, is Gwen Berries from Daughters of Isis. And so I'm going to be using the Making Bank and the Money Oil both. Okay. And you're probably wondering, like, what are these like crazy skewers, right? Aha. So let me show you something really cool. I'm going to try this and see. So when we have a 7-day candle, and by the way, you can get these usually at dollar stores, which is really cool. Okay. Or Mexican groceries or botanicas, if you have those near you. I would not advise ordering them online. They're very heavy and they're hard to ship and they're very expensive usually. And honestly, when you can get them for $1 or $2, like, why order them for crazy amounts? Alternatively, if you can't find green, you could use white. That's no big deal. You can add some green sparkle to it. That's cool. So I use these skewers, like bamboo skewers I get at the grocery store, because these are really great for 7-day candles. I'm going to show you, see what I'm doing here. I promise I'm going to get something that's going to hold the camera a little bit better. So, and I can't do it very forcefully because I only have one hand, but I make holes right in the candle. See there? And that's where the oils are going to go and some of the herbs. Now, what I do is I do a little bit on the outside of the candle as well. And then in that gorgeous bowl, look at those golds and greens and browns, right? Really pretty. All very earthy, money colors. Then in the bowl, I'm going to put a little bit of river water, There's our river water, which I need to go refresh soon because, it's been winter. A little bit of river water. And I also I spray the oils on the outside and over the herbs. And I add the herbs a little bit here in the top. Okay. A little bit there in the top, because remember, they might catch fire. So you've got to be a little careful with what you're putting in the actual jars. But then you put them around them, right? Around it. So it's like you're providing this like money pillow, and you can kind of rub it up and down the outside and everything. So I wanted to do this one as a jar candle because, oops, sorry, my finger. I wanted to do this one as a jar candle because, a lot of people have access to that, so they're kind of easy to get. But also, then this one we're going to do as a fully dressed pillar candle. And to show you, here's just a little sneak peek of one I did for a client. See, that's what a fully dressed pillar candle looks like. So that's what we're going to create today too. Okay, so that's our money. All right, so we've got a lot of things going on. Cinquefoil and rose geranium and alfalfa leaf, green goldstone, jade, right? Money sprays. Money, money. Now, if you don't have a money spray, you can get one. I'll give you links. But also, you could use things like patchouli or an oil that you really like for that as well. I'm going to tell you, if you are on a budget or you don't have access or whatever, use olive oil. Okay. So olive oil has really great components. Really use a nice olive oil, or you could also use an avocado oil. Okay. Or if you're working with Oshun, sunflower oil works too. Get creative. Look in your kitchen. Oh, and let's talk about the pumpkin pie spice, because I put that there specifically because I want to talk to you about it. Ha ha. So, pumpkin pie spice. When you're working with the goddess Oshun, oops, sorry, there we go. Pumpkin pie spice. I want you to look at what's in that, right? Cinnamon, ginger, cloves, and nutmeg, right? Those are all sacred to the goddess Oshun. Those are all love herbs and money herbs and quick acting herbs. So in a pinch, get your pumpkin pie spice. You don't even have to go out and buy all these crazy herbs and stuff like that. Although I do packets, so you can always look at the list on MotherHouse Goddess Shop and pick some herbs, and we'll put a pack together for you. Okay, so pumpkin pie spice, just remember that. Go check your cabinet. I'm sure most people have it. All right, now we're going to talk about, very quickly here, our awesome manifestation, success, bring it to me kind of candle. And I chose white just because I love white kind of as a, like a canvas, like a blank canvas. So some of the things that we're going to use on this gorgeous there's my finger again, so sorry. Okay, white honey. This honey sits on Oshun's altar. This is her honey. I don't use it for cooking or anything like that. And as you can see, I also have cinnamon that is completely sacred to Oshun, that again sits with her stuff. So when we work with Oshun, we always taste the honey before we offer it or use it for her. Because there's an old story in Old Pataki about Oshun being poisoned through honey. And so we always taste it first and then do our work with it. Again, there's some river water that'll go in the bottom of the candle of the bowl. See this pretty bowl? Other things for manifestation, success. Look at those orange aura rose quartzes. They are just magic. Like, they're my magic stones. I really, really, really love them. So we're going to put those in a grid around the bowl. There's some honey calcite. Bring it home, bring it home. And for this one, the oil I'm going to use is the Oshun oil. This one in particular is made by Gwinnett Daughters of Isis, and it actually has water in it as part of the blend from Oshogbo in Nigeria, which is her sacred space. So it's a really special oil. These are kind of cool. These are rainbow hematite, and they're magnetic, right? So, like, they're just kind of fun, right? And so magnetic, we want things to be, oh, look, I grabbed the spoon too. We want things to be magnetic, bring it, attract it, okay? Pyrite, again, we're going to use a little bit of pyrite dust. And Oshun in my house always gets gold. Always gets gold. This is actual real 24 karat gold flakes. These are, again, for Oshun only. They sit on her altar. This is ginger root. Ginger heats up spells, so it's great to add to anything. And I picked 5 pieces that'll go in the bowl. And, we add everything with intention. That's part of the magic, right? We tell the ingredients what we want it to do. And I have some really fun sugar in these gorgeous Lakshmi and Oshun colors. And you think, well, sugar, like what is sugar? Sugar makes everything sweet, right? So we use sugar. All right. So this is kind of the tour of the mise en place. And because I don't quite have the right setup yet to have it so I can show me dressing all the candles, what I'm going to do is dress the candles and then come back and take some pictures so you can see the end result. But really what you need to know about and what you need for your workings is everything right here. Okay. This is how I do it. From the color of the candle to the containers, to the things that'll go around it and empower it, to the things that are added to it, to all of the ingredients, and of course the lovely goddess energy we're invoking behind it. Okay, everything contributes to it. I have a couple of her special crystals up there. Those are lemon quartz. Ooh, there's my finger. And a little solar geode, and also a rainbow titanium amethyst aura, which to me is just magic. I just got those in recently, and they are just magic. So I love having all kinds of things that make me think of magic because it kind of adds to everything. So this is your Oshun video on candle dressing. We're going to be talking about candle dressing quite a bit in all of the monthly courses ahead. I'll always be reinforcing. And there's always fun and new things you can do with candle dressings. And, you are only limited by your imagination. So, and don't be afraid to use personal symbols and things like that, and use things that are personal. So the next shot of this, my darlings, is going to be where they are all burning and we're setting them on fire. Today is Sunday. It's a solar day, and I absolutely love that. Oh, and one of the things that I wanted to also talk about a little bit here, let me see, is where do we go? Zinc foil. Okay. So the other thing that the zinc foil is for, by the way, and I forgot to tell you as we were looking at it, but zinc foil, let's see, I get a side view there. Cinquefoil is also an herb that is sacred to Mercury and Venus. We're getting ready to go into a Mercury retrograde, so we don't want any kind of retrograde to affect our spell work. So the cinquefoil is there so Mercury helps us, not hurts us. And also because it's sacred to Venus. And Venus is not just love. Venus is money, and she's making some very interesting transits right now. So the cinquefoil was very carefully chosen as a little boost and protection against the Mercury retrograde energies. We don't want anything, running our money backwards, do we? No, we do not. All right, my loves. Happy manifestation magic. This is what you are tasked with. The new moon is coming up next Saturday, the 17th. So let's talk about this week, intentions, what you're gathering, and what kind of candle you're creating. And you can create it with Oshun's burst of energy or whatever goddess, spirit, guardian that you would like to work with, or just work with your intention. And that's sympathetic magic, and that works too. Okay. And so then we're going to gather everything that you need. Show me some pictures of your mise en place, right? What does it look like? There we go. And then on the new moon, you're going to light your candles. You're going to infuse those candles with your intentions, and you're going to light them up. Okay? Yay! Happy manifestation magic. Many blessings. Ori ye ye o to Oshun. Mafe Rifun Oshun. Thank you, my darlings. Speak soon.